Good evening, everybody. This is Steve Fletcher with a trumpet for my people. Today is February 22nd, 2022, and I have another very important update for you guys about Purim on March 18th. Now, I want you to see something very, very clearly, that on the Revelation 12 sign that happened on September 23rd, 2017, everyone said that this was such an amazing alignment, and there's no doubt about it. This was such an amazing alignment, but I want you to see that within this, there were only 6 celestial bodies lined up. Okay, only 6. The moon under the feet of Virgo, Jupiter. Then we had the sun. She was clothed with the sun. There was Mercury, Mars, and Venus in the constellation of Leo. So there were 6 planets total, all lined up. Okay? Now, why do I say there were only 6? Well, what we have on Purim is so amazing that there are not 6 planets, heavenly bodies lined up. There are 8. Okay? So I want you to see the difference. Now, this is the Revelation 12 sign, September 23rd, 2017. Let's take a look at Purim, March 17th and 18th, 2022. What we have here is such an amazing lineup on Purim. This is Purim on the Hebrew calendar. It is Purim on the Torah calendar, March 16th, 17th, and 18th of 2022. What we have then on this day is that we have the sun in Pisces. We have in between Pisces and Aquarius, there's the planet Neptune. Jupiter and Mercury are conjoined leading up to the spring equinox on March 20th, March 21st. Jupiter and Mercury are right there in Aquarius. They're right in the flow of the water stream of Aquarius. Then you go over to Capricorn, and there are 4 more planets. In Capricorn, we have Saturn, Venus, and Mars, and then out front of Capricorn is the planet Pluto. Okay? Now, I find this just incredibly amazing that, I mean, going back to what was the most amazing alignment, the woman clothed with the sun, the moon at her feet, giving birth with a crown of 12 stars. We have the 3 other planets in Leo that are adding to the 9 stars of Leo, giving her a crown of 12 stars. But even with this amazing alignment, there were still only 6 planets lined up. And now we have this amazing alignment on March 17th, March 18th, Purim of 8 planets. Okay? I just wanted to bring this to your attention. Now, the other important detail of this that I find, okay, especially when we look at the Revelation 12 sign and we look at how the moon is connected to Virgo, the moon under her feet, okay, giving birth, and Jupiter is the one that she's giving birth to in this heavenly sign. Jupiter is the planet representing the man-child who was 10 months in the womb of Virgo. So what we have now then is we have Jupiter coming through the water, breaking through the water of Aquarius, while at the same time we have the full moon on Purim in Virgo on March 18th, 2022. Okay, this is March 17th, right in between Leo and Virgo, but you go forward one more day to the actual day of the full moon, which is Sushan Purim, the last day of Purim, March 18th, 2022, and the full moon is right there in Virgo. Okay, what an amazing birth sign, the full moon in the Virgin while Jupiter's going through the water. Well, at the same time, we have a planetary lineup of 8 planets. Okay, now I want to share this one last piece of information with you before I close. Now, as we're looking at these 2 signs from the Revelation 12 sign, where there were 6 planets lined up, to Purim on March 18th, 2022, where there are 8 planets lined up. Okay, it's a total of 1,637 days. 1,637 days. Now, what is most amazing to me is that in the Strongs, both in the Hebrew and in the Greek, we have this idea of the harvest. We've got olive oil in the Greek, we've got threshing floor in the Hebrew, 1637, and we have this complete idea of the wise virgins being ready with their oil, their lamps filled with oil, while at the same time we have the separation of the wheat and the chaff at the threshing floor. Okay, and this is just the sign of judgment, the threshing floor. It's the separation. This is an amazing combination of 2 interrelated articles that both have to do with the harvest. Olive oil and threshing floor. Okay, 1,637 days. And this brings to my mind Revelation 14:15, where it says, "And another angel came out of the temple, crying with a loud voice to him that sat on the cloud, Thrust in thy sickle and reap, for the time is come for thee to reap, for the harvest of the earth is ripe." Okay, Revelation 12 sign, 1,637 days, olive oil, threshing floor, and another angel came out of the temple, crying with a loud voice to him that sat on the cloud, "Thrust in thy sickle and reap, for the time is come for thee to reap, for the harvest of the earth is ripe." Isn't this amazing? This amazing sign in the heavens that 8 planetary bodies are all lined up. The meaning of Aquarius, the meaning of the sun in Pisces, the meaning of Saturn, Venus, and Mars, all in Capricorn. Together in all of this, we have Pluto and Neptune included in this lineup. Okay, and to me, this is an amazing piece of information. I just wanted to share it with you. I know that the Lord is going to open up many revelations and understanding to all of you with this information that is being shared tonight. So I pray you guys are blessed. Have a wonderful evening. This is Steve Fletcher with the Trumpet for My People, the sign of his coming revealed.